ונצליח. We're starting Parashat Yitro, תשפ"ג, 2023, לרפואה שלמה של ברוך יעקב בן שמואל, רפואה שלמה, הכהן, אברהם בן עדר, רפואה שלמה, וחיים בן עדר, רפואה שלמה, אליהו בן סופר, רפואה שלמה, ניסים בן רוזה, רפואה שלמה, גם רוזה בת נינה, רפואה שלמה, אדי, שיהיה לך רפואה שלמה גם כן, את השם, רפואה שלמה בגב ועזרת השם, שהקדוש ברוך הוא יחזק אותך ויחזיר אותך לאיתנך בריא ושלם. אמן. Okay, today we're going to talk about הלכות גרים. We're going to start with הלכות גרים a little bit because we need to understand few things about Yitro. Shulchan Aruch, and it's from the Gemara and the Rishonim, when a person want to convert to be יהודי, כשבא להתגייר, אומרים לו, מה ראית שבאת להתגייר? What's the reason? Do you have any benefits? You're getting anything? אי אתה יודע, you don't know, שישראל בזמן הזה דחופים סחופים, meaning in these generations you see that עם ישראל דחופים סחופים מטורפים, עם ישראל, they have so much troubles, so much problems, וייסורים באים עליהם, they're suffering. אם אמר יודע אני, you know, he said I know, ואיני כדאי להתחבר עמהם, כן? You know, yeah, still, I know that this is exactly what, I know exactly what happened to עם ישראל, ואני כדאי להתחבר עמהם, מקבלים אותו, מיד. Meaning, it's not ואני כדאי. זאת אומרת, meaning, I want to be part of this nation, right away we're accepting him.
That's because they didn't tell him how much tuition is.
ומודיעין, you have to tell him everything, all the problems. זה לא tuition, לא tuition, it's everything. ומודיעין אותו עיקרי הדת. And then you have to tell him the עיקרי הדת, the main thing, the main halachot. What's the main halachot of the Judaism? שהוא ייחוד השם, first ייחוד השם is only one השם, one God. ואיסור עבודת כוכבים. You're not allowed to work or serve different gods. ומעריכין עמו בדבר הזה. They taking their time about this topic. ומודיעין אותו מקצת מצוות קלות ומקצת מצוות חמורות. little bit about small מצוות, big מצוות. ומודיעין אותו מקצת עונשים של מצוות. They explain the בית דין. They explain to him also about the עונשים, about the punishments if a person not following the Torah and מצוות. שאומרים לו קודם שבאת למידה זו, before that you came to this nation, אכלת חלב. You ate חלב, right? חלב meaning the fat that you're not allowed to eat. ואי אתה ענוש כרת, you don't have any punishment. חיללת שבת, אי אתה חייב סקילה. When if you're not following Shabbat, you're not keeping Shabbat, you're not following the mitzvot, you don't have to get סקילה. ועכשיו אכלת חלב. Now after that you convert, you're gonna eat חלב, אתה ענוש כרת. חיללת שבת, אתה חייב סקילה. So they're teaching him and they're telling him all the things that he can get if Chas Shalom he's not going to follow Torah mitzvot. ואין מרבים עליו ואין מדקדקין עליו. זאת אומרת, you're not really explaining to him so much and putting too much pressure on him. But וכשם שמודיעין אותו עונשין של מצוות, כן? You explain to him about all the עונשים, all the punishments. Also, כך מודיעין אותו שכרן של מצוות. Also, you're supposed to tell him about the שכר of the מצוות. What's the reward when a person is doing מצוות? ומודיעין אותו שבעשיית מצוות אלו, when a person is following מצוות and is keeping the מצוות, יזכה לחיי העולם הבא. You're going to have עולם הבא. ושאין שום צדיק גמור. There's not such a thing, somebody צדיק גמור, a complete צדיק. אין צדיק אשר בארץ אשר עשה טוב ולא יחטא. Even Moshe Rabbeinu, alav hashalom, he made few mistakes. Avraham Avinu made few mistakes. Every person make mistakes. אלא בעל החוכמה שעושה מצוות אלו, ויודעם, אלו בעל החוכמה שעושה מצוות אלו ויודעם. ואומרים לו, הווה יודע שהעולם הבא אינו צפון, אלא לצדיקים, והם ישראל. וזה שתראה ישראל בצער בעולם הזה, טובה היא צפונה להם. Even if you see that עם ישראל suffering so much, but you know, not in this עולם. In העולם הבא, we have so much big rewards. We have so much things. מה זה? מה היא רוצה ממני?
Letting us know that somebody else is coming to join.
Beautiful. חזק וברוך. כן? ושאינם יכולים לקבל רגע, וזה שתראה ישראל בצע בעולם הזה, הטובה צפונה להם, כן, צפונה להם שאינם יכולים לקבל רוב טובה בעולם הזה, בסדר. רוב טובה בעולם הזה כעובדי כוכבים, שמא ירום לבבם ויטעו ויפסידו שכר העולם הבא. ואין הקדוש ברוך הוא מביא עליהם רוב פורענות כדי שלא יעבדו. אלא כל העובדי כוכבים קלים והם עומדים ומעריכים בדבר הזה כדי לחבבן. So they explain them so much things, they explain them about העולם הבא, and you see that Am Yisrael is suffering so much, but at the end of the day, after 120 years, we're going to get sachar ba'olam haba, we're going to get a lot of rewards in olam haba. And the reason that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not giving us so much pu'anut, is not giving us a lot of problems, little bit problems, is also, Lashon Saginao, he's trying to tell us that Am Yisrael still suffering, but you need to know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will never going to destroy Am Yisrael. Shelo yuvdu Yisrael Chas v'Shalom. So he explained, they're explaining, the Beddin, they have to explain the ger that want to convert to be Jewish, all these kind of things of Am Yisrael, and זה עיקרי האמונה. בכל הדברים האלה, the עניין of the שכר, the reward, and all the punishments, the punishments is to let them be afraid a little bit. But the sachar, the reward is that what? Lehabib, that you will like the mitzvot and you're going to like Am Yisrael. Ve'im kiblan, if he accepts, after that he getting all these shmuz from the dayanim, malin oto miyad. Right away they're making brit milah, umamtinin lo ad sheyitrape refuah shelama. They're waiting until you're going to have full recovery. Ve'achar kach matbilin oto tevilah. Only then they're putting in the mikveh, tevilah hogenet, belo hatzitza. And then you have to accept Kabbalat mitzvot. You have to say, Mekabel ani, I'm accepting on myself all the mitzvot. And this is ger. This person is part of Am Yisrael. So I'm not going to go into the all halachot that you have to go and come and come, meaning go and come. I'm not going to go into this halachot. But here you see that you cannot really, you cannot accept ger kacha eke. Somebody want to come, you're accepting him. Now, when we look at Yitro, Hachamim have she'ela in the Gemara. Yitro, when he came before Matan Torah or after Matan Torah?
They don't know.
Two opinions, right? Two opinions. One opinion, some said he came before Matan Torah, some said he came after Matan Torah. What I care if he came after Matan Torah or not, or before Matan Torah, I will explain this question soon. But let's talk a little bit about Yitro, and let's try to see what we think from Rashi and the Mefarshim about if he came before Matan Torah or after Matan Torah. וישמע יתרו כהן מדיין חותן משה, יתרו שמע, he heard, את כל אשר עשה אלוהים למשה ולישראל עמו, כי הוציא אדוני את ישראל למצרים. He heard what הקדוש ברוך הוא did to עם ישראל and to Moshe. And not only that, all the miracles, also that it took us out of Egypt. Rashi al makom said, "Vayishma Yitro." Bring the mechilta. Rashi bring the mechilta. They explain like this: Ma shemu'an shama'u ba. What he heard that made him to come. Ki'at Yamsuf milchemet Amalek. You heard milchemet Amalek. That right last week's parasha, the end of the parasha, we spoke about Amalek, right? That Yoshua he fought with Amalek, and also Kira'at Yamsuf. Now you need to know that these two miracles, everybody heard. It's not only Am Yisrael heard about it, or only Yitro. All the world. How we know? And as Ashir Moshe was saying, Shame'u Amim Yirgazun, Hil Ahaz Yoshevei Pelashet, Az Nivalu Alufei Edom, Ele Moab Yochazeh Morad, Namu Kol Yoshevei Chena'an. Meaning, Edom, Moab, Canaan, everybody heard about it. So meaning all the nations that was around Eretz Israel. Now, some Hachamim explain, רגע, wait a second, תחכו, תקשיבו עד הסוף, תקבלו את התשובות. It's not only in the area of Eretz Israel or in the area of Eretz Canaan. מסוף העולם ועד סופו. Why? Because even if somebody was in Africa or in Europe, when Yam Suf split, also in the cups, the Midrash said there was a split. So the guy who want to drink, he goes two sides. He don't have one side. זה מפה ומפה, אי אפשר לשתות. למה? היה קריעת ים סוף, קריעת המים also in his cup. There were a קריעת ים סוף also in the lakes. Any water in the world split to two or split a few pieces. Now, מלחמת Amalek also was something very big. Why? Because מלחמת Amalek, he was the nation that all the world was afraid of. Amalek, he wasn't a regular person. He wasn't a regular person. He was ממש איש מלחמה. היה אדם של מלחמה. And when there's a milchama against Amalek, against this kind of big nation, Amalek, that this is Edom. Who is Amalek? Edom, right? Am Israel going to fight with Edom, going to fight with Amalek, and they're winning. It's not going to stay only in the neighborhood. The news is going to go all over. It's going to be viral. Kulam yishma'u al ze. Everybody going to listen. You're going to hear about the milchama of Amalek. Rashi doesn't bring the rest of the miracles that happened to Am Yisrael in the first pasuk. He said only Kri'at Yam Suf u'Milchemet Amalek. Tov, very good. Now, if I want to go to the next pasuk, Vayikach Yitro Hoten Moshe et Tzipora Eshet Moshe Achar Shilucheha. Yitro, he took Tzipora, the wife of Moshe, אחר שילוחיה, after that Moshe Rabbeinu divorced her, מה זה שילוחיה? that הוא שילח אותה, he divorced her, ואת שני בניה ששם האחד גרשום, כי אמר ראיתי בארץ נוכריה, he took גרשום, the reason it is named גרשום, גר שם, I am a stranger over there, was a גר שם, stranger there, where? in מדיין, ושם האחד אליעזר, the second one is אליעזר, why אליעזר? אלי עזר, my God help me, how he helped me, והצילני מחרב פרעה, he saved me from פרעה. Rashi over there explains something very interesting. מה זה אחר שילוחיה? When Moshe divorced his wife, כשאמר לו הקדוש ברוך הוא במדיין, לך שוב מצרימה. כשהקדוש ברוך הוא told משה רבנו, go back to מצרים to take out בני ישראל from מצרים. ויקח משה את אשתו ואת בניו, Moshe took his wife, and his children, כתוב והרכיבם על החמור, והיא בדרך במלון, right? ויפגשו אדוני, הקדוש ברוך הוא met him in the middle of the way, and you want to kill him. Tzipora, she was with him. She was with him. Right?
She did the Brit Milah for him.
Now, right, she made a Brit Milah for the first son. ויקח משה את אשתו ואת בניו. ויצא אהרון לקראתו, ויפגשו בהר האלוהים. Aaron went to Moshe to accept him, to welcome him. Ahlan Moshe Rabbeinu, 40 years we didn't see you. 40 years they didn't see each other. Because Moshe Rabbeinu, he was 40 years old when he ran away from Mitzrayim. And when he came back to Egypt, he was 80. ומשה בן 80 שנה, ואהרון בן 83 שנה. Aaron was 83 and Moshe was 80 years when they went to take out Bnei Israel from Mitzrayim. אמר לו, מי הם הללו? אהרון אומר לו, tell me, who's these people next to you? אמר לו, זו אשתי שנסעתי במדיין, ואלו בניי. This is my wife and my two children. אמר לו, ולהיכן אתה מוליכן? Where are you taking them? אמר לו, למצרים, I'm taking them למצרים. אמר לו, על הראשונים אנו מצטערים. And all the people that in Egypt, we're suffering and crying and we're trying to find a way to go out. ואתה בא להוסיף עליהם, and you bring you more people to the Egyptians? למה? כי no one can go out of Egypt. אמר לה, לכי לבית אביך, רוחי לבית אבוקי. כן? כן. Go to your father's house. נטלה שני בניה והלכה לה. She took the children. לא הגיעה, בהר האלוהים, בהר סיני, כן? שמה, לכי, go. And she went home with her children. Now Yitro, when he... Rashi. זה רש"י, the second רש"י. Second רש"י. Now, look, you have to understand something that we have a problem here. This רש"י is a beautiful רש"י, but we have a problem.
אני חשבתי שהוא אמר לו, אתה עמוד עם עדי.
חזק וברוך. Yesterday in the show we mentioned it. When Moshe Rabbeinu divorced his wife according to the Midrash, when הקדוש ברוך הוא told him, ואתה פה עמוד עם עדי. All Bnei Israel shuvu ish le'aholo. You remember? All Bnei Israel go back to your tent, meaning you have a mitzvah to be with your wife. But you, Moshe, you stay here. You're not going to be with your wife. So,
לבד.
without his wife, meaning,
כן.
פה בזמן הזה, משה רבנו divorced his wife. This time. So wait, so we have 2 times that Moshe Rabbeinu divorced his wife? Cannot be. Moshe Rabbeinu not divorced his wife twice. It must be only once. And now we need to understand that these 2 midrashim contradict. Because or he divorced her in the beginning before that she came to Mitzrayim, or he divorced her when? Only after Matan Torah.
But why is it a contradiction? He only told her to go to your father's house.
שילח אותה.
Doesn't mean divorce.
But this is what Rashi said. What is אחר שילוחיה? מה זה שילוחיה? When he divorced her, when he sent her, basically, they didn't have a divorce like today, right? שילח אותה. זה בזמן הזה. And according to a midrash, to other midrash, when really Moshe Rabbeinu divorced her, meaning sent her, is only after Matan Torah. למה? Because I told you, פרקי רבי אליעזר, the Tosfot brought that Tzipporah went to Miriam and told her, look what my husband did to me. Look what husband did. What he did to you? He divorced me. He sent me. When it happened? Only after Matan Torah. So why Rashi, now, באמת, why Rashi have to bring me this story? You can tell me, אחר שילוחיה, אחר Matan Torah. Very simple. You can tell me that אחר Matan Torah. What is אחר Matan Torah? That הקדוש ברוך הוא told משה רבנו, ואתה פה עמוד עמדי. This is the time that Moshe Rabbeinu divorced her. Why Rashi have to give me all these stories about when she came and that? זה קצת קשה, צריך להבין. We need to understand these 2 midrashim, how it's not contradict, and how really we're explaining this Rashi. We're going to another pasuk. And כתוב, ויחד יתרו על כל הטובה אשר עשה השם למשה, איפה זה? ויחד יתרו על כל הטובה אשר עשה אדוני לישראל, אשר הצילו מיד מצרים. ויחד יתרו, רש"י explain 2 explanations. ויחד וישמח. לשון חדה, in Aramaic, חדה זה to be happy. Okay? So ויחד יתרו, יתרו was happy. זהו פשוטו. ומדרש אגדה, רש"י bring the מדרש אגדה, what is ויחד יתרו? נעשה בשרו חידודין, goosebumps. He got chills. When he heard the beautiful miracles that happened to Am Yisrael, the great miracles that happened to Am Yisrael, so נעשה בשרו חידודין. ויחד על כל הטובה, what is על כל הטובה? Listen what Rashi said. טובת המן והבאר והתורה. You hear? Rashi explained, same Rashi that explained before something else. He explained before what he heard, מלחמת עמלק and קריעת ים סוף. Only 2 things. Now when he happy, what Moshe Rabbeinu told them, he tell them the stories, the great story, which stories that he told Yitro? 3 things. Tovat Haman, that Am Yisrael got the man, that this is a huge miracle, to get every day your food from Shamayim. Ve'habe'er, that you have a be'er, you have a well going with you, and you have water at any time that you want. Ve'ha-Torah. But Rashi doesn't explain. Wait a second. But Rashi doesn't explain which Torah. Ve'ha-Torah. Doesn't explain al Kabbalat Torah, accepting Torah, not accepting. Just ve'ha-Torah. What is Torah? We need to understand all of these Rashis now. And I'm gonna mention the last Rashi, and from there we will try to combine all of them together and explain everything. Vayhi mimachorat. After that, Moshe and Aharon and the Bnei Israel were happy with Yitro, and they said and they ate. Vaya'alu zvachim le'elokim. Vayhi mimachorat. The next day, Vayeshev Moshe lishpot et ha'am. Moshe Rabbeinu sitting to judge the people. Vaya'amod ha'am al Moshe. The nation stood up on the head of Moshe, basically next to him. Min ha'boker ad ha'arev. From the morning until ad ha'arev, meaning until night. For what? Lidrosh Elohim. They're asking questions to Moshe Rabbeinu. Rashi explained. Vayimi mahorat what? Mahorat Yom HaKippurim haya. כך שנינו בספרי. When it was? Mahorat Yom Kippur, after Yom Kippur.
Well, didn't they get the Torah in Kippur?
No, Sivan. 6 months before.
6 months.
Right? ויש לנו סיוון, אייר, תמוז, אב, אלול, תשרי. It's almost 6 months. less than 6 months.
ולפני זה אומרים שהוא לא הגיש להם את האוכל, משה הגיש להם רק את האוכל. הוא לא אכל.
כן,
פסוק
כן,
לפני
כן,
זה-
כן, ועולה וזבחים.
כן.
כן.
הוא לא רשום.
אבל הוא אומר, ומהו ממחרת? למחרת רידתו מן ההר. After that he went down from the mountain. ועל כורחך, listen what Rashi explained here, ועל כורחך אי אפשר לומר, אלא ממחרת יום כיפור. You must say ממחרת יום כיפור. Why? שהרי קודם מתן תורה, אי אפשר לומר והודעתי את חוקי האלוהים. Rashi said, it must be after Yom Kippur, because if Yitro came before Matan Torah, when Yitro asked him, why are you doing it? What Moshe Rabbeinu answered him? והודעתי את חוקי האלוהים. חוקי האלוהים, there's no חוקים. Before Matan Torah, there's no חוקים. Must be only after Matan Torah there is חוקים.
But didn't you tell us that before they had some hukim?
Again, but what is the חוקים? 2, 3, מבוקר עד ערב, just to understand. We're talking here תרי"ג מצוות. People have questions, 630 מצוות. You have a lot of questions. So לכן, this is the reason the people came to Moshe Rabbeinu from the morning until night to ask him questions. So he said, cannot be that Yitro came before Matan Torah. מחרת meaning before Matan Torah. אי אפשר. It must be that it was after Matan Torah, and it have to be after Yom Kippur, ולא ישב משה לשפוט את העם, שהרי בי"ז בתמוז ירד ושיבר את הלוחות. Right after that he gave him the Torah, Moshe went up to the Shamayim 40 days and 40 nights, right? Then he went down, they made the golden calf, the egel. He broke the luchot. Then he went up again to Shamayim, בי"ז בתמוז, he broke the luchot. Then Rosh Chodesh Elul, he went again up to Shamayim until Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, Salachti kidvarecha. I forgive Am Yisrael. And then the next day he went down. Omer Rashi, this is the day that Moshe Rabbeinu vayhi mimachorat. After Moshe Rabbeinu went down from the mountain, then all the people came to ask Moshe Rabbeinu questions. And then Yitro saw it, he came and he saw it. The Tur explained, it wasn't right away after, few days after Yom Kippur, but Rashi tried to explain to us that we're not talking about right before Matan Torah or right after Matan Torah, must be a few months later. Okay? Atkan, this is Rashi that we need to understand now our inyan. Now, let's go and try to explain. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו.
אמן.
Now let's try to explain this mahloket between the Hachamim if Moshe Rabbeinu came before Matan Torah or after Matan Torah. Yitro. He came before Matan Torah or after Matan Torah. Rashi explains that Yitro came after Matan Torah. He had few reasons, like we explained before, and we see that he came after Matan Torah. The opinions, and there are a lot of opinions that said that Yitro really came before Matan Torah. Why? Because, according to the Ramban, it must be that there is some organization or organized or chronic schedule, timing between the parashot. Cannot be that one parasha going to be here, one parasha going to be there, one time is going to... Rashi, according to Rashi, אין מוקדם ומאוחר בתורה. מה זה אין מוקדם ומאוחר בתורה? You can see one parasha here, but really it belongs to a different parasha, belonging to the end of the Torah. Okay? That's according to Rashi. Rambam said no. Rambam, he said, even if אין מוקדם ומאוחר בתורה, but cannot be huge gap between 2 stories or 3 stories and it's going to be next to each other. Okay? So according to Ramban, Yitro really came right after Milchemet Amalek. Right away. Rabbeinu, לא רבנו משה בר מימון, רבנו משה בר נחמן, Ramban. Okay? He came right away after. He heard, מה שמועה שמעו בה? What he heard? קריעת ים סוף, מלחמת עמלק. Straight he came. למה? Why should I wait? I heard stories, I heard miracles, right away I'm coming. According to Rashi, that he said that he came after, what do you wait for? Why really Yitro we're going to wait until after Matan Torah? What do you need to wait for? What do you need to wait for? You need to come right away. So Ramban, he don't like really, he doesn't like the opinion of Rashi that he came after Matan Torah. And really, what is after Matan Torah?
It's 50 days, actually. זה היה רק 50 days.
מה?
מהם שהם יצאו וקיבלו את התורה.
בסדר, but after Matan Torah, what is after Matan Torah is going to be? 6 months later. Because when? After Yom Kippur.
סיוון לכיפור.
Right? Why Yitro going to wait such a long time? Yitro was supposed to come right away. He didn't wait, according to the Ramban. Right away, he heard and he came. Now, I asked before, what I care? He came before, he came after, Rashi, Ramban, each one taking side. מה אכפת לי? מה תגיד לי, יא חביבי, הוא הגיע, חזק וברוך, and that's it. Why I really care if when Yitro came? So I start the shiur with the halachot gerim, according to the Shulchan Aruch, and of course according to the Gemara. We need to understand what is a ger. Ger now, we have problems in America, and it's a huge problem. A goy see Jewish lady, nice lady, or the opposite. A lady seeing a nice goy, Jewish lady seeing a nice goy, you look good, okay? עכשיו מה קורה? הם אוהבים אחד את השני, they like each other. או, אנחנו מאוהבים. חרטה ברטה, אין דבר כזה מאוהבים. You cannot be מאוהבים. הכל שטויות ומצעק בניות. מאוהבים, I love him, I love him, I love, שטויות. Now, מה אתה צוחק? זה אמת, זה מה לאהוב, מה אתה אוהב, הכל שטויות, הכל סיפורי סבתא וסבתך. כן, הכל אינטרס, בטח שזה אינטרס. אז היא אומרת לך, אני אוהבת אותו, I love him, I love him. והוא אומר, אני אוהב אותה. נו, אתה אוהב אותה, חזק וברוך. עכשיו, מה היא באה, האישה הזאת היא באה, אומרת, I want to convert. האיש הזה בא, אומר, I want to convert. You want to convert? כן? Why should I accept? I'm not talking about the Syrian. I'm talking about in general. Why should I accept them to my nation? Because she loves somebody? Because he's beautiful? Because he's handsome? Because she look good? No, we're not accepting. The reason that we're accepting Gerim is only when a person you understand what is the Torah. You understand the beauty of the Torah. You understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is great and he chose Am Yisrael to be the only one. If a goy doesn't understand that, I cannot accept him. If we come because you have any interest here, we're not accepting him. We're not going to accept, we cannot accept a goy. Now when Rashi tell me, Shama kiri'at yamsuf u'milchemet Amalek, what happened to the nations? We said, Shame'u amim irgazun hilachaz u'shve pelashet. They started to shech in their pants. They was afraid. So now, if Yitro comes because of that, we shouldn't accept him. We should not accept him. Why? Because why are you coming? Not because that you love Am Yisrael, that because he really love us. It's because it is afraid, he's scared. That Haz v'Shalom, he's going to be on the losing side. You know, some people always they like, the people that they like to be always on the winning side. They're waiting to see. Losing, winning, losing. Oh, this guy is winning. Yalla, I'm going to be on this side, right? ככה יש אנשים כאלה. מה יתרו עושה? אין דין דינו, סופה, כן? הוא מחכה לראות מי יותר טוב. הוא רואה עם ישראל מנצחים. He waited, he heard קריאת ים סוף. He waited a little bit more, he heard מלחמת עמלק. Oh, they're winning, they're strong nation. I'm coming after them, I'm chasing them. Why should I accept them? Here, Mande Amar, one opinion said, must say that he came when? Before Matan Torah. Because before Matan Torah, we don't have the halachot of Gerim. We don't have the problems. So he came before Matan Torah. Because it's only Milchemet Amalek and Kiryat Yam Suf. But according to the opinion that Rashi brought after, that he heard about the beautiful miracles that happened to Am Yisrael and the Torah. What is the Torah? Also, all the laws of the Torah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu spoke to Am Yisrael and gave us Taryag mitzvot. And over there, we got the details. Be'am Yisrael kibanu klalut upratut. What's klalut upratut? The general halachot and the details of the halachot. Okay? We got everything. Shmita, Shabbat, everything we got in Har Sinai. So now when we're accepting all these things, and Yitro heard it, and he said, oh, I love it. Now we understand why we accept Yitro if he came when? After Matan Torah. No, after Matan Torah. Why? Because you heard about the Torah. If you heard about the Torah and you really want to be part of Am Yisrael, we're accepting you. So now we understand the mahloket between Man de Amar, these two Man de Amarim, meaning these two opinions, if he came after who came before. What I care? I care to know what he heard. If he heard about the Torah or he didn't hear about the Torah. If he heard about the Torah and he still comes, meaning that you accepting the Torah, you want to be part of Am Yisrael, and tfaddal, hazak u'baruch. But if you're going to tell me that he didn't hear about the Torah and he comes after Matan Torah, we're not supposed to accept him. But must say that when he came, only before Matan Torah, if he didn't hear about the Torah, or according to the opinion said that after Matan Torah is supposed to be what? That you heard about the Torah. If you heard about the Torah and he came, we're accepting him. Now we understand when Rashi said in Sefer B'Midbar, he told them, please don't leave us. He asked Yitro, don't leave us. We want you to be with us. והיית לנו לעיניים, יפה מאוד. מה יתרו אומר למשה רבנו? כי אל ארצי ואל מולדתי אלך. רש"י מה אומר? מה זה אל ארצי ואל מולדתי? I'm going back, for what? לגייר את בני משפחתי, חזק וברוך. לגייר את בני משפחתי. לגייר? מה זה לגייר? For what? מה זה לגייר? לגייר because they already accepted Torah. With the accepted Torah, he wanted all his family going to keep Torah. Now, we understand that Yitro came or before or after, we don't know, but we understand the nafkamina, we understand the difference if he came before or after. You need to know that the Gemara Masechet Yevamot said, the time of David HaMelech and Shlomo, they didn't accept Gerim to Am Yisrael. Only if the person was Hashuv, like Melech, king, only then they accepted Gerim. If a person was a king, or Ben Shel Melech, a son of a king, or a daughter of a king, only then we're accepting Gerim. If not, we're not accepting Gerim.
Combinot.
Huh?
Combinot.
No, no combinot.
You have to be connected, no combinot.
No connected. Even if you're not connected. לא בגלל זה.
Maybe he's gonna bring back his nation like Yitro did.
Oh, הסיבה שאנחנו עושים את זה because that what? You have everything so good.
He's a king.
You see that everything is good in your ממלכה, ברוך השם, you have money, you have people, you have kavod, you have everything, and you're leaving everything and you're following Am Yisrael? So it's showing that you really love HaKadosh Baruch Hu and you love the Torah. לכן, the time of David and Shlomo, we didn't accept any gerim, because the time of David and Shlomo, Bnei Israel really were in power. So, right, all they're going to want to be Yehudim. We're not accepting gerim. But only who are going to accept? Only the children of the Melachim or Melachim, that they have everything and still they want to be part of Am Yisrael. We're accepting them. Now also we can understand, Rabbi Yonatan Leibowitz said, we can understand also why we accepted Yitro. Because Vayishma Yitro, Cohen Midian. What is Cohen Midian? The head is the head of Midian. If the head of Midian is still come to us, meaning you have everything so good, so we have to accept him.
Really wants it.
We really have to accept him. So it doesn't matter if he came before Matan Torah or after Matan Torah, what he heard or what he didn't hear, still we have to accept him. Why? Because it showed that he really loved Am Yisrael. Because he had everything there. He had money, he had power, he had everything. Yitro was a strong man over there. But we're accepting him. Now, if you're going to pay attention to the word Yitro, how you write the word Yitro, Yu, Taf, Resh, Vav, right? Yu, Taf, Resh, Vav. In the word Yitro, you have also the letters of the name Ruth. Resh, Vav, Taf. Yitro and Ruth, both of them Gerim. Both of them, they convert to be part of Am Yisrael. What's the reason that Yitro have the name Ruth, and Ruth have the little bit from the name Yitro, and it's both of them convert? We find only these two convert to Am Yisrael, and they stayed with Am Yisrael for a long time. Look, the word Torah is also the letter Ruth or Yitro. If you pay attention, it's Tav Vav Resh He.
No Yud.
Yitro.
Yud.
עזוב יתרו, אני אומר לך תורה. What do you have in תורה? תו וו רש. Right? מה זה תו וו רש? בהיפוך? רות. רות. תחכה, תמתין. כן. So תורה יש לך תו וו רש, כן? And then ה. If you מהפך את זה, מה זה יהיה? רות. רות with ה. So רות with הקדוש ברוך הוא is תורה. רות, she, from her name, you see already that she will accept the Torah, because what is Torah? Torah is otiyot Rut He. Yitro, it's root Yud. It's root Yud. What is root Yud? Yitro telling you, listen, Yitro, I am Cohen Midian. But don't forget, also Ruth, she's the daughter of the king of Moab. She's not a regular woman from the streets. She's the daughter of Eglon Melech Moab. And she accepted Torah herself too. So Yitro, Zot Ruth, Yud. Ruth with Hashem. Hashem accepted her. Even if the people really didn't want to accept her, when she came, Pelonial, when he told Boaz, Habibi, we're not going to accept her. She cannot be part of Am Yisrael. Amar lo Boaz, I want to buy her. I want to buy what she have. And they made a yibum. Amar Yitro, Hashem sheli Yitro, because that I am the Hatan of whom? Of Moshe Rabbeinu, Hoten of Moshe Rabbeinu. But you need to understand that one day somebody gonna come that her name Ruth, but she's not gonna have the letter Yud or in her name. She's gonna have only Ruth, Resh Vav Tav. But still you need to accept her. Why? Because Hashem will be with her. Lechen Yitro is Yud, Ruth. Hashem with Ruth. And this is what Yitro, that he's the first one. He is Melamed, is teaching about that Ruth gonna come and gonna be part of Am Yisrael. You see here the Torah, Ruth, Yitro, it's the same, almost same letter, meaning same shoresh, and then have the Yud and He with the Torah and the Yud and Yitro. Continue to what we just said, and we're going to end with that. We need to understand that Yitro, you have the word Ruth, we said Torah, and another 5. It's the same gematria of Torah, 5. Okay? Torah, it's 600 and what is this? Vav and Hamesh, 11. Is it right? 611. This is Torah. Yitro have 611, extra 5. Okay? You have Torah and 5. Now, if you're taking the word Yirah, Ahava, Simcha, עולה בגימטריה יתרו. Same gematria. Yirah, Ahava, Simcha. Take the gematria of these 3 words. You're going to have the word Yitro exactly. Omer Rav Hida, what's the Hidush here? When Yitro came, he taught us how to have Yirah. When you Vayihad Yitro. Vayihad Yitro. What is Vayihad? Goosebumps, chills, Pahad. From the other side, Simcha. What is Simcha? Vayihad, we said, Usamah. He was happy. And with this too, he brought also Ahava. This is Ahavat Hashem. That when you're coming to be part of Am Yisrael, you need to have Hashem. Lachen, when you're taking the Yirah, Ahava, Simcha, same gematria of the word Yitro. וזה דבר פלא גדול. כי עד יתרו, when בני ישראל accepted Torah or didn't accept, they had יראה, they had שמחה, but they didn't have אהבת Hashem. They were scared of Hashem, they feared Hashem, but they didn't have the אהבת Hashem. Yitro is teaching us what is אהבת Hashem. How you אוהב Hashem? When you hear the miracles of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When you hear all the beautiful things. לכן, it's אומרים החסידים, that there is עניין always to talk about the stories of the rabbis. You heard a beautiful miracle that happened with a rabbi, had something that happened with somebody. Say this story. Why? To get a little bit understanding what is miracles, what is ahavat Hashem. Are you ohev Hashem? So a little bit inspiration, somebody to inspire you. How you inspired with things? When you're hearing Hidushei Torah, sometimes yes, sometimes no. But when you're hearing stories about miracles, about rabbis, about HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yishtabach Shemo, what he's doing, the miracles that he do to the Chachamim, to the rabbis, then you have more Ahavat Hashem. You have more. Yitro Omer, Moshe, I want to hear the stories. I want to hear what happened. I want to hear about Milchemet Amalek, Kriyat Yam Suf, Be'er, Haman, Torah, everything. I want to hear everything. When you hear it, you got to know HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You love HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and then you can be part of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You can be part of this nation's Quran. והוא קיבל פרשה שלמה. רות קיבלה מגילה, יתרו קיבל פרשה. בעשרת הדיברות, לא סתם. עכשיו, תבינו דבר אחד, וזה אנחנו נסיים, שבלי אהבת השם, nothing help. Without Ahavat Hashem, nothing gonna help. You need to have Ahavat Hashem. You need to have Yirat Shamayim. It's not a question. It's not a question. But Ahavat Hashem, this is what we have to teach the kids, the children. We ohev Hashem. We love Hashem. We're doing things because we love Hashem. איך זה מסתדר? יראה, אהבה, fear and love? Yes. There is something called יראת הרוממות. What is יראת הרוממות? You fear Hashem not because that you're scared of the punishment. You're scared of Hashem because that you love Him. Sometimes when you love somebody, you're scared really to disappoint him. So you love him, so you're going to do everything the right thing that you're not going to get upset. Not because that you're scared that you're going to scream at you, because you don't want to disappoint him. Same thing is with Hashem. You have Yirat Hashem, beautiful. You have Simcha and the mitzvot, beautiful, but you must have Ahava. Without Ahavat Hashem, shum davar lo oved. You need to have Ahavat Hashem. Children, Ahavat Hashem. We love Hashem. Hashem loves us. And always need to talk about love and love and love and love. And we're getting closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even if we're going to get only 2% or 3% or 10%, it's enough. Because that no one can get really to 10%, to 100% of Ahavat Hashem. It's very hard. To Ohev Hashem 100%, you know what's to be Ohev Hashem 100%? That you give up on all what you have in your life. Nothing, you're not going to work, you don't care about your food, you don't care about shkir. This is already ma'ala of malach. You cannot get it. It's very hard to get it. At least few percent, 2%, 3%, 4%, little by little. Ahavat Hashem. Ishtabach Shemo. You see miracle. B'nai Shalom, thank you. To recognize what HaKadosh Baruch Hu do to you. Recognize what HaKadosh Baruch Hu doing to us. This is when then you have it and you love Hashem. Then the kids, when they're going to do stuff, they're not going to do stuff because they're forced. They're going to do stuff because they love it. And this is what we have to teach our kids. Don't force them. Do it. Habibi, זה לא יעבוד. No one told Yitro to come. No one forced Yitro to come. He heard, he loved it, and he came. לכן יש לנו 3 דברים, תזכרו. שמחה, יראה, אהבה, ראשי תיבות, גימטריה ויתרו. ברוך ה' לעולם. אמן ואמן. רבי חנינא בן עקשיא אומר, עשה הקדוש ברוך הוא לכל ישראל, לפיכך הרבה להם תורתו שנאמר, אדם חפץ למען צדקו יגדיל תורה